Since you decided to flee from the shambling mound and fight it.
What did you want us to do, man?
I know. I'm not suggesting that you made a bad decision.
He wanted us to go. God.
Though you would have gotten the 600 XP if you would have just snuck around the cesspool.
Oh wow.
Grilth.
Grilth.
That was really funny.
Party
though.
consequences.
I mean, come on.
Does the stupid loser at least think I'm cool?
No, he's actually very angry with you and doesn't trust you. Other than that, you saved his life from your fuck up.
Yeah.
I killed one of the frogs that he was so racist against.
This
I
is
killed
true.
a gay clown for you.
I killed a gay clown. Oh my god. Okay.
You ever seen Little Karibo? Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge?
No.
Oh. It's kind of funny.
Is he like, I killed a gay clown
Yeah,
for you?
there's an episode in that show where he kills a gay clown basically.
Oh my god. So anyway, give me your initiative trackers, please.
No.
I've grown very attached.
I'm growing attached to this number 3 over here.
Well, that's your business.
I think one time I looked in a dictionary and said 3 is the number of brain cells that I have at any moment in time.
That's 2 more than I have.
Whoa! What's a 2?
Well, to be considered, you technically got violated by a toad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just gonna keep like 3 brain cells active, and
Yeah,
the rest
but-
of it is just like, oh my god!
Now that we're
Swarm us!
are we out of combat now?
Yes, you are.
No.
How much health do you have? If I'm keeping track.
7.
Okay, I thought you had 2.
And he's not just covered in slime, he's still got, like, stomach acid on him, and he's,
You
It
need
all
to shower.
stings. Yeah.
it
I need to
smells
shower.
bad.
Yeah. It all just. It smells worse.
Grilth pees on you out of just feeling bad for you.
Yeah, like somehow the pee is just a reduction in smell.
It's just a different smell.
It's cleansing.
It's like jellyfish physics or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I figure.
Yeah.
But you know, with frogs.
So you guys get pretty far away. You notice the mound is no longer following you that you can perceive.
Whoa.
Or that you know of.
What if it turned invisible?
They have a bonus to stealth. So, and you did just see it like dislodge the entire innards of a toad and tear one in half, which is pretty cool.
It was also apparently hiding in that little bog the entire time, so fuck us, right?
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, that fucker could just,
Could've
came
just
out
killed
at
us.
any point.
You probably have enough time to take a short rest though, if you want to do that.
Okay.
Do you guys get health for your short rests?
Can I cast Song of Rest?
What does that do?
It gives an additional d6 to people.
Yeah, sure.
doing something, I think.
We survived from
We should look
giant
it up.
toads and lizard man in
Lizards.
droves. Because of Bax, who took one for the team, he now knows what it's like to be swallowed in a toad. He was raped by a toad. He was violated by a toad.
The toad
A
sucked
very
on
large
his toad!
toad.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Second
right.
level, you can use soothing music, whatever, and each of those creatures will get an extra d6 of hit points.
So you roll what is it? You roll how many dice of all of them, right?
Yeah, everyone rolls a d6 for extra health.
But and then for your healing, for your
you
rest,
you pick however many from hit dice you want to do.
how many of the what?
You pick a certain amount of your hit dice that you want to roll.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
limited to
'Cause
how
in-
many of those you can re-roll until
Yeah.
you take a long
Yeah,
rest.
until you take a long rest.
Because you're taking a short rest. So how many?
Oh,
You should have 5 d10s, right?
I'll do 1d10
If I rest, do my spell slots come back?
Yes.
for short rest.
For short rest, I think.
I don't know.
Look that up.
Yeah, I think it's different for different.
That's a class note. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a class thing.
1d10.
Neefs, go. You
Oh,
probably
hey.
want to rest. How much damage have you taken?
18.
There we go.
You probably at least want to use one of your 5 dice and roll d12 plus a d6.
I'm back up to 29.
You regain them when you take a long rest.
Okay, I'm not gonna do anything though. So I'm
So
still
you get 8 HP back.
So I guess I just no, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm good. Cool.
All right. Well, you haven't even gotten to the place you're trying to get to, and you almost get murdered. That's great.
I know.
I was right with my text. Your demise is soon. So very soon.
I mean, now that we're healed up, we can probably just turn around and take that thing on, right? No?
No, that's not how this
No.
works.
Said the first time player.
I think I've been pretty good about like not over giving you guys way too much, but I wanted to make very clear that that thing does things. That the toads you could handle, right, to a degree, but clearly that thing
Is beyond our.
How much
play
XP
level.
would I have gotten if we killed it?
1,800
Wow.
per person.
Okay.
Per person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
So this is a Dark Souls run.
No, it's
right?
actually
We
just as a group.
We spawn back to the campfire when we die, right?
No.
Just keep doing this till we get better weapons.
No,
No,
no.
it still sounds kind of worth it.
Let's just make one last suicide attempt at the mound, guys.
Okay,
If we all die, we can re-roll together.
so you for another 2 hours, you're still walking after your rest, and you finally notice off in the distance you see what looks like a swampy, murky little castle. You can see from the distance. Actually, have it here. As in the distance, it isn't much of a camp, just a clearing that's slightly drier than the muck you've been wading through. But four wicker lean toes and a stone platform for lighting a fire above the soggy ground command attention to this wilderness. 3 dugout canoes are drawn up near one of the lean toes. A few dozen yards beyond the campsite in the direction you've been traveling, dry land ends. Other than the moss-covered trees, fallen logs, and thick clumps of reeds, nothing rises issue above the still black water with the castle in the distance. So you see a castle, and you see these kind of like reed looking houses. Some of them look like huts, some of them look like long houses, kind of a thing. And you see a lot of movement going on out in that area, and you see some movement on the ramparts of the castle and stuff like that. It's probably too far for any of you to make out.
So you
Can I roll?
I mean, you can if you want, but
Okay, well, you said
I rolled an 8.
Nope.
No.
I'm trying
What
one more
are we
time.
rolling for?
Do you have perception?
15.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, you're that far away.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. I'll just not. 5.
Nope.
7.
Alright, so
I want to see the freckles on their face.
Can I get double disadvantage?
4.
So Snapjaw looks over at Randall and says, I wait for you at the gates of Stone Place. But I have to wait till nightfall before I give permission. Come in. Yes. Till then, I hide. Look like them, and he points out a little bit closer to where the longhouses are, and you see Lizardmen, you see these other creatures moving along. Make a nature check if anybody wants to try.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
he got it.
Yep, that's a 22.
You immediately recognize them as bullywug.
Oh. Yeah, them.
Frog people
I hate them.
that are not grung.
Nope.
And they're not poisonous to touch and whatnot. But you do know that bullywug have trained a certain something that made you pee a little. Because they train large frogs and toads to do their bidding. You know a little bit about their background and how they operate. They're kind of cowardice, but they will fight if they're protecting or defending something. They're not necessarily very smart. Lizardmen are a little smarter, a little bit more kind of, excluding this one that's
On the
with
up
you.
and up.
They're a little more on the up and up, but bullywugs are kind of like derpy, but not in like a kind of way. They're kind of just like, duh.
Mimi.
Yes, boss. Do what you say, boss. I kill the human boss. They're not extremely higher thinking unless it's like a captain or someone in, like one of a higher
Yeah.
caste per se.
Like in Goblin
Higher up in the
Slayer.
rankings. rankings.
Yeah, where they go up one rank and suddenly get a disproportionate amount of intelligence to go along with it.
So, yeah. And so as you guys make your way up, 6 heavily armed lizardmen are like approaching you as they see you coming out from the foliage into the clearing. And they come up to you, and Snapjaw just kind of like puts his little claws out and goes, and he goes up and goes, and he comes up and he goes, "You've dealt with the fire that we saw in the distance. Yes, I took the mercenaries with me and made sure they were dead. Where are the others? They did not make it. They were hired mercenaries from the big towns. Yes. Good. I guess." And one of them comes up to you because you're kind of closer to him. Is what he say true? They say, and he says in Draconic.
They reply in Draconic. Yes, it's true.
Make a was it bluff? You're
Persuaded?
Deception, persuasion.
deception. You're deceiving.
Deceiving. Okay.
Yeah. Deceiving or performance, whichever's higher.
15.
Oh, and you're at an advantage, by the way, because of
What's his name?
Snapjaw.
Yeah, guys,
17.
Just
Yeah.
learn if you pick up dim-witted
Fine.
characters, they'll give you better
Let them
rolls.
through. Let them through. And they let you. They let you through.
Yay!
So you notice as you enter, you notice kind of a watery bog area, and you hear some familiar noises.
Frog sex?
And you can hear that kind of over in the distance. That's to your left side as you're walking into this camp. And you see a bunch of huts and more little pools of water all over the place. On the right side, you see kind of like what looks like a horsing pen, but it's a little smaller in size. And you notice it's got bars around the edge of it, kind of, which is awkward for a horsing stable. And you see right next to that some longhouses made of more like wooden planks instead of straw. And you notice that you see the bullywugs on one side over in the huts, with the occasional frog eyes peeping out from the murky waters around it. And then over in the longhouses area, you can see the lizardmen kind of mulling about, doing random things, feeding, like some of the throwing meat inside what looks like that little pen that they've got there. And then you see the castle in the back with a longhouse or two right next to where you can maybe perceive that that's where the entrance of the castle is. And you notice that that Snapjaw kind of lingers away from you guys for the moment because he, as he said earlier, I'll meet you at the front gate when Nightfall comes. Mm-hmm. So you are free to move about the area as you are to be merchants. You're perceived as mercenaries,
right?
As long as you can pretend to be that. Grilth actually gets advantage on this because, strangely enough, it's a goblin amongst monsters.
Yeah.
So guess they got hired help beyond that. So, have that be. What would you like to go around do? You can
check out the pub.
There's not really a pub.
What can we do? Is what I want.
You can explore the area. Maybe you can talk to some of the denizens if you want. You can snoop around a bit and see if there's anything you can find.
Let's check out the wooden plank lean-tos or whatever they are that are closer to us.
Okay.
So, alright, so you go into one of the longhouses.
Right.
So you go into longhouses and you see a few lizardmen kind of, sitting about, working on little lizardmen, like, trinkets and stuff. But you notice that these houses are a lot bigger inside than they kind of look outside. You almost can feel like they could sleep 100 lizardmen in just one of these longhouses.
Wow.
And you saw about 5 of them in the area of the castle.
Okay.
And it's a little concerning. You can go ahead and what else do you want to do while you're in there? You can think of things. You can explore. You can try to perceive what you think you see, more detail in what's in the room. Because I know you've not really played D&D, so we're more of the role-playing element.
I'll take a closer look at the details inside.
Okay.
11.
So you notice that though it seats about 100, you notice that there's not 100 lizardmen living in this longhouse. It's probably half of that, or so, that you can tell by just the use of like the ground and the area around the perimeter of the inner perimeter of the longhouses and whatnot. So that's really what you perceive from that. You notice the lizardmen aren't necessarily hostile to you, but you can also tell that they're not pleased that you're in their longhouse.
Yeah. I don't stick around.
Okay. What else do you guys want to do?
There's really not much else to do, so I guess I'll just walk around.
You don't want to talk to anybody or
I guess I'll.
buddy up?
What are the languages that the frog people speak?
I believe it's their own language.
Because if he can speak Draconic...
No, it's Bullywug. It's their own language.
Yeah, so I can't talk to anyone.
Well, they might know Common, because they are working alongside mercenaries.
I'll tell him that I want to ask where we can set
Are
up a
there-
little camp.
Are there any mercenaries apparent in the area? Or is it just lizardmen and bullywugs?
Right now, Bullywugs. So you know, yeah, I know it's a weird word, isn't it? You notice that he just kind of looks over at you, kind of slowly, and just most are in castle. Some camp near the wall. Haven't seen them in a long time.
That's weird.
That's all he says to you.
Alright.
The one that was in the longhouse.
Yeah.
So
Looks like it's just lizard folk and frog folk out here. The other humans are going to be closer to the castle walls.
Yeah.
So you still have some time to kill.
Make our way over to the castle wall. It's not.
You can take a
getting
long
near-
rest.
Oh, you
I'd
can?
like to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you can? You get what do you get for?
You just get everything.
You get
back.
everything back because you're resting for at least 6 or 7 hours.
Right.
You know, and I'm going to make you guys do some checks while you're resting.
Yeah.
Keeping up character, or keeping your from being caught. Yes.
I don't know. What did you want us to roll?
Go ahead and roll deception. You can roll deception or performance,
That's 9.
whichever's higher.
So which ones? Performance?
Deception or performance. Grilth gets advantage on this check, so you can roll two 20s. And because you speak Draconic, you get advantage too, Randall.
I roll a 14.
Oh yeah, Grilth is totally comfortable here.
I critical hit.
Net 20.
Oh, you're totally making buddies with the lizard folk.
Nice.
You know. as Thunk is just like, the fuck?
Sorry, someone texted me.
Is she
We're-
hot?
No, well, yeah, but we're gonna meet up with someone today around 1. They never texted us, ever.
They never did?
So she just got back to me now. I'm like, okay.
I'll
read it later.
hi.
I'll read it later.
Hi. Okay. So
I didn't
while
know
you
that.
were resting, and you even heard that what they were keeping were giant lizards in that pen that they use as like guards, and they use as like hounds to chase down prey and stuff.
Okay.
And you learn that they're very testy. They don't like not anything but lizard men. So you do get that hint in mind, not to be confused with guard tricks.
Yeah.
Different thing.
Yeah.
They're
very testy.
You also learn that there's apparently a big hatred amongst the lizardmen of the Bullywugs. They're given a little bit more leeway to do what they want. The lizardmen are kind of more corralled in with what they can get away with, and they hate it. They're miserable. If they, if only their leader wasn't slain, they would have gone after they would have killed those Bullywugs a long time ago. But apparently the Bullywug captain was the one that put a stop to the Lizardman captain.
Yeah.
They're always like, he cheated too. He cheated that fight. But they don't really divulge much more than that.
No.
So Nightfall comes, and you guys, I'm assuming, make your way to the gate. And you notice Snapjaw's kind of waiting there nervously, but he is there. And have at it.
Did we even find out if he... Oh, he does.
He does. He doesn't like saying it to anyone.
In character, I'm just
here
gonna
you-
ask.
Here we are, a band of mercenaries,
What are we even doing here?
answering the call to do some mercenary work.
Comes inside us, but remembers very carefully. You must be secrets.
Hey, so I have a question for your friend.
Yeah.
So there's more frog people partying.
A lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
Well, what if I used little magic to disguise myself as a frog man?
Well, you're already disguised here as a mercenary. What are you trying to accomplish?
Just to get further inside.
Well, he's bringing you inside.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we're good.
okay.
Let's see how far we can get inside
we're
as
allowed
is.
to be in here. Okay.
So you guys come up in through the portcullis that's kind of been like broken, and the doors ripped open. Something ripped those doors open. You can't really tell what. As you come in to that
I feel
open
like
area,
that's
the
an important
Barbison, huh?
I feel like that's gonna be an important team.
Bully mob.
You notice that there's 10 bullywugs kind of like guarding the entrance area to the inside of the castle, along with 6 giant frogs, and they're just hanging out. But they do see Snapjaw and bringing you guys up in, and he comes through, and the bullywugs kind of block the door a little bit, and he looks at
Oh,
them
like
and
as they see him coming up.
mm-hmm.
Oh, see.
Snapjaw looks at them, and he kind of makes hand motions, and he says something derogatory. You can't tell what he says. I'm not sure if it's derogatory or what in Bullywug. And they just kind of look at him and they push him a little bit, like mean-spiritedly, like. And he's like, yeah. You know, you hear these guttural sounds going back and forth, and one of them kind of moves to the side and allows you guys to go in, but they're not looking nice at you. One of them even tries to poke backs a little bit with a spear, like they don't like the mercenaries at all. Like pokes him right in his goat ass.
How very interesting. If only.
And the gnome gets shoved,
and
and the gnome gets like body checked by one of the bullywugs too.
Huh,
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. He's a
Take
frog
one for the
person.
team.
He's ugly as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
It's okay. just next time.
Medium humanoid.
Next
I'm
time
gonna
I
make
just
sure
do it anyway.
size wise.
I don't get. Is he
Enough
checking?
excuses.
Is he like pushing, or
He's
like am I falling over?
he's like knocking into you, but not enough to knock you over.
Okay. That's
You know,
fine.
he's just intentionally
I just
making
don't-
it difficult for you to get by him.
You're
Trying
just
to-
getting bullied by the bully mob.
Bullywug.
Yes.
And then of course Bax also has dark thoughts of those giant toads that are staring at him.
No, I have dark thoughts of fucking like stabbing these fucking stupid reptile people in the hands.
Only the right hands.
Only the what?
Right hands.
Why you gotta pay? The price is baby hands.
Okay, so yeah, so now you start seeing this 180-foot long causeway.
Ouch.
And as you're making your way through, so it's all this big Barbarian open area where all those bullywugs and giant frogs were, right? And as you head through there, you notice there's no ceiling in this hallway. And go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh. I perceive at a 7 out of 20.
Oh,
I
good for me.
perceive at 19 out of 20.
I am at 20.
Oh.
Wow.
And Meeps
Not
is
naturally.
at 20
Not naturally.
The normal
as well. So
20.
you all
Yes.
hear the little. You notice that the bullywugs kind of make a little ribbiting sound. It's much higher pitched, and you hear that. You look up and you notice the ceiling is missing, but you can see ledges kind of and pieces of wood jutting out and stuff, and you can hear their croaks coming from up there. That there's several of them up there. And you, out of the corner of your eye, even see kind of a bullywug peeking out to look down, and he's got a bow and arrow in his hand. It kind of creeps back and back into its little hiding area as you guys make your way through there. You eventually come into this other area. And so you walk through this kind of like this C-shaped room where you entered into the place. Then there was this long corridor. Now you're inside what looks like kind of like an indoor foyer with a lot of different branching rooms. There's a door to the south. There's 3 doors to the east, 2 doors to the west, 2 doors to the north. You have lots of different places to go.
8 doors.
And a lot of places that just so much to see. And you head in there and you notice right away that you see 3 bullywugs and 4 lizardmen. And you notice that the bullywugs are ordering the lizardmen around and kind of, poking at them, get to work, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Snapjaw just kind of looks back at you guys, showing like what's going on, and this is, why they hate each other, kind of a thing, and that things aren't really working out.
Because the frogs are ridiculous.
And you notice Snapjaw kind of pull away from you guys, goes up to one of the lizardmen, because you actually saw this lizardman who was like cleaning crap off the floor and stuff. And he got one of the bullywugs, just literally pushed him on the ground and started kind of laughing at him. And you see Snapjaw kind of come up and whisper something to the lizardman that fell, and the lizardman slowly gets up and kind of pats Snapjaw on the head, and then kind of looks over at you guys with a little lizardy kind of smirk. So you don't know what Snapjaw said to him. He said something.
Yeah.
So that's something to...
Can I use my gnomish trait of super ear?
You don't have What? The shit?
It's super ear. It's whenever I see someone like murmuring, I can instantly hear them. It's a gnome trait.
Nah,
Nope.
I think you picked that up from the hood.
I think you picked that up from the south.
Fucking, you see people talking shit, and then you're like, hey, you better leave my name out of your mouth.
So, what do you guys want to do? The bullywugs are there. They're eyeballing you every once in a while, like...
Bax wants to live out a fantasy in his head for the next 5 minutes of rolling up to these frog people's houses and fucking shooting him as he goes down the neighborhood.
Okay. What can we do?
Well, there's
We're surrounded by people.
Yeah, there's doors to the south. There's 1, 2, 3 doors to the west, 2 doors to the east, 2 doors to the north.
Yeah, there's 8 doors, guys.
Fun.
Snapjaw got you in. That's really the best he can do. But you did say you'd help him.
Yeah.
With the frog faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this castle is our destination that we're trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Haven't bumped into any cultists yet or anything.
Right.
I'm gonna go up to... Is it Snapjaw or Slapjaw, by the way?
Snapjaw.
Okay. Hey, Slapjaw, right? Can you ask him where the mess is?
Mess?
The mess hall.
Oh, the mess hall. Their mess hall was the longhouses. It's where they eat
that's
and
it?
everything. Yeah.
Outside?
Oh.
That's where they do all that, yeah.
Okay. Well, do they have any changing rooms? Don and Duff are...
He just kind of looks at you like... What?
He's too dumb to understand that rooms have different uses.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, considering the rooms aren't being used for what they were intended for anyway.
Oh, so he's really got no idea.
Yeah, even if he was a little smarter, it's like... nothing's being used normally anyway.
Yeah. It's okay, Slapjaw.
Rub his tummy a little.
No, you do that. That's creepy.
I'm telling you to do that.
No, you do that.
You're with him.
I'm not gonna rub a humanoid thing's tummy. Weird. Imagine if I just go up to you and belly rub you like this.
So,
Imagine if
fun.
I,
We're gonna
imagine if I
look
just
around
belly
a
rubbed
bit.
every bear I
you-
saw.
You know, I'm in character talking to Snapjaw.
Okay.
We're gonna look around a bit. You got any pointers on? You know what we're here for. You got any pointers on where we ought to go looking around?
as far as he goes, he's kind of just words to you that he doesn't venture much into the other rooms. You know, he's usually comes in to drop things off. Other lizardmen and other bullywugs will take what's brought in from the hunting groups deeper into the castle. You know, but he just said he's reminding you, don't forget about your promise.
Yeah, we're good.
You know, about that. So, yeah, I mean, you know.
Ask him to coordinate frogmen that are assigned to the different rooms.
You mean the
Because they'll
lizardmen?
know. Yeah.
You said frogmen.
Oh, whatever. They're all the same anyway.
Oh my god, you monster!
You're a racist.
There's too
You're a
many
monster
chinks
racist.
in their armor!
Wait, what's in their armor?
Racist.
Chinks!
So anyway,
Even the racists call him that racist.
Channeling my old white southern man.
So do you
Shotgun.
want to do that?
That?
Well, what he said.
Yeah. Have him ask around to see which other lizard men are working in which other rooms.
Later, we're
Alright.
going until tonight anyway. I'm just curious.
No more than another hour.
Well,
Yeah.
we can't be here forever. I have an appointment tomorrow.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, anywho, so okay. So
We'll see.
to clarify, so you're asking him to set up with the other lizardmen
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes up to the lizardmen in that room, where they kind of, you know, he gets them to come gather around while the bullywugs are just kind of staring like, what the hell?
Oh, I
you
should
know.
have told him not to be all overt about it. That's weird.
And he goes and, you know, he whispers something to them, and the three of them the other three lizardmen kind of look at you, and they kind of, again, they get that little shimmer in their
They're
eye,
being too obvious.
that gleam in their eye. And then one of the bullywugs
We're gonna
kind of
get
comes
ousted.
over and just, like, back to work. And just one lizardman just turns around, and the bullywug just smacks him in the head with his spear, the back end of his spear, knocking the lizardman to the ground. And I will say this, to explain bullywug, they are medium humanoids, but they are not nearly as, you know, the lizardmen are like twice the size of one of these bullywugs.
So
Yeah,
this
but-
foyer room with the doors, does it have a ceiling?
Yes.
And it's not got encampment archers on
No,
the
it
top,
doesn't. That
like
was the hallway that
like
you
the
went through
hallway
earlier.
does?
That was the
Okay.
hallway you went through earlier. And so, you know, so the lizard man comes up to, you know, gets knocked to the ground by the bullywug, hitting him in the back, you know, on the back of the lizard head. And there, you know, the bullywug just kind of laughs at the lizard man, while the other three are laughing with him. You know, what was it? It was, or the other two, because there's 3 bullywugs and 4 lizard men plus Snapjaw. And literally just Snapjaw just kind of walks up, you know, to up to the bullywug, and just kind of stares him down a little bit, like, you failed a perception check earlier.
Yeah.
He has your freaking offhand knife that you dropped,
Oh.
and he stabs that bullywug right in the face with that knife. And he lets out this guttural roar, "Revenge!" And the other three lizard men jump on the other 2 bullywugs, while the fourth one gets up, and they just start tearing them apart. And you see frog guts flying everywhere. It's great.
I was hoping for something more subtle.
And they all start running just in every which way except towards the front gate, because they probably know better than to run that way trying to kill things.
They are the lizard.
The lizardmen,
Okay.
yeah. And so you guys are kind of left in that room all by yourself now with frog guts everywhere.
Let's
Okay,
split it.
now I'm gonna use disguise self to look like a frogman.
Whatever, man.
You might meet a lizard man who wants to kill you.
And there,
Oh.
you just saw what one lizardman did to really one of those bullywugs.
Oh, fine, you're right. I won't do that. Well,
So you're now free
I'll do
to
it later.
kind of explore about.
Okay.
You might want to. Does anybody have any extra paper?
Prison break.
Yeah.
So you may want to like make a half circle room to show, kind of map out where you've been, right?
Alright, so the main entrance has like
It's like a half circle. It's like a D-shaped room,
Which
Okay.
half of the circle?
and
And
then
the open half is the broken gate, I presume.
yeah,
And then the
no, the other direction. It would be the other. The hallway goes the other direction.
the
Yeah,
hallway goes this way.
yeah. The opening was at the north end of the D, so it's at the top of the D.
So the long hallway goes off this way.
Strangely enough, that's what it looks like on my map. Yeah, and then you kind of are now in this,
And
and it kind of
then
turns left.
All the frogmen are like around here.
Yeah, and the toad dudes.
Okay.
And then there's frogmen
And
on the second
then-
floor there.
Their position was
There's a
up high
second
on the
floor.
sides.
Yeah, they were
with
on the
bows
second
and
floor
arrows.
of that room.
So they've got like bows and arrows
And
here.
cover. Like 3/4 cover.
It's all coming together.
And then you turned.
You have like the most illegible thing I've ever seen. Can you at least magnify that a little bit first?
And then what? We're in.
You turned left at the end of the hallway, and now you're in a much larger room.
So just
Probably
draw half
left
this
from
way.
the entrance.
Yeah.
So draw
So-
one testicle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's our dickbag show, right? Like, come on. Do you expect anything?
I mean,
else?
it is that where you came in.
Does it look like a pee-pee?
Yes.
Wow!
It actually does.
I mean, maybe like a weird, gross, misshapen.
And what? That's the
fungal
end of the
pee-pee,
hall.
but-
Just it turns left.
It
by
turns
itself.
left, and then and then there's a door, and you're inside the room right beyond that door.
And then this room has
The
lots of
3 doors on the west side, 2 doors on the east side,
How many doors on the
3
west?
doors on the left side. So no, I'm sorry, that's 2 doors there, 2 doors there,
Okay.
and then 3 doors on the north wall.
This one.
Yeah. And then 2 doors on the south wall.
If it has 3 doors that way, that means that side, man.
And 1 door to the south. That's
Oh.
different than the door that you came in from.
We always like taking the
Wait,
back door.
this is the south.
Yeah, that's the south. Sorry. I know it's not drawn right unless you want to put a compass there.
A compass. Compass.
So no. So north is that way.
Imagine weird subscription service called a compass.
Compass.
Compass. Like, I don't know, you go to like the red light district and you show them your compass and you get to like get the next appointment with whatever hooker you want.
Okay. So
Something stupid, I don't
yeah,
know.
you guys have really anywhere you want to go.
Yeah,
There's no guiding anymore, just absolute chaos.
you understand what we've got to do. Gotta stoke it and then explore.
Let's go through this door.
Which door?
This door.
That door?
The south door, because that's the one no one wants us to go through, because it's one door.
The special south door.
Yeah.
Which one? That one? You want to go through that one?
Yeah, I think so. It's either a supply closet or it's a secret passage somewhere.
So, alright, so a large forge dominates the center of this chamber, which is pleasantly warm thanks to a bed of coals glowing dully in the forge. Half a dozen lizard folk are working around the forge, but they don't seem to be accomplishing much because they keep hearing weird things going on, and they're seemingly distracted by the sounds of murder and gore, just now kind of echoing and bellowing off and on throughout the castle.
Is Dumpfuck still with us?
But they don't seem to be... no, he's not. Other accoutrements of the blacksmith's trade are scattered throughout the room, and many very poorly made metal items are heaped in the northwest corner.
It's strictly lizardmen in there.
Yes.
I call out in Draconic. Hey, the other lizardmen are going on a
Strike.
revenge
Revolt.
rampage against all the bullywogs. Yeah.
Uprising.
If you want to get in on that
Genocide.
action, it's more or less a free for all.
They kind of a couple of them kind of look at each other. You know, 2 or 3 of them kind of look over at each other, and they kind of like quickly power walk out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just run, and then the other 3 kind of look around and then just kind of mind their own business.
All right.
So they're not super interested.
We found the loyalists. Kill them. What?
Kill them.
Duh. They're the ones that are gonna rat.
So, but they're not.
Hey, these
They just
weirdos-
look at you guys and just kind of like
weirdos came
get back to dealing with their crummy swords and armor that you can, without even making a check, tell they're not very good at making.
These weirdos came in and half of them left.
All right. There's a forge full of worthless room full of worthless metal goods.
Yeah,
Alright.
and worthless frogs.
Let's leave.
No lizards.
Lizards, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're all worthless.
All right.
And there is a door.
Too
So
many-
you went in there.
Yeah.
Wait.
There's a door
wait.
on the east wall.
Before we leave, I want to inspect the armor for chinks. The stuff that they're making.
God damn
I want to inspect the random pile of crap they made in the corner.
Yeah, you looking for gems again?
Looking for chinks.
You're looking for gems.
No. Oh yeah. No, you don't have to take a serious roll. Unless you want to.
Let's leave.
Wanna go back to the foyer or continue through the forge?
The forge leads somewhere?
There's another door on the another wall.
Holy shit. You should ask them where that door goes.
Hey, what's to this door, guys? In Draconic.
Lizard man place for lizard men only.
Okay.
They don't like the idea of us
Oh.
going in there.
I have an idea.
Huh.
Ask them somewhere the lizard men aren't allowed to go.
Where are the lizardmen not allowed to go?
Where the frog faces are.
And where only the frog face is allowed.
I don't know. I work here.
Okay.
Mind business.
Who's the head frog face to fuck up?
Huh?
Who's the head frog face?
That's for them to deal with. We're here to kill cultists.
Well, they don't want to kill cultists for the frogmen.
We want the lizardmen and the frog faces to kill each other,
Yeah, they want
so we
to
don't
clash.
have to deal with them so much.
I know, but these lizard men also didn't do it. So. Run. Goes.
Man.
Well, in the interest of avoiding stirring shit up with the lizardmen, I'd like to go into the place I don't want us to go into.
Okay.
Which place would that be?
The east door.
This
on
door
in
here.
the-
I
in the
see.
forge. Let's just go back.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you gonna go from the sea room? Because it's still just filled with frog guts.
One of the directions.
This is the one I re-rolled for earlier.
Oh, okay. So you want to go through there. So that leads you into
The penis pump facility.
The frog torture.
The gay frog torture.
what?
They're trying to re-educate the gay frogs to not be gay anymore.
Yeah. In a castle dungeon.
Yeah.
You enter you enter an area where it looks like a great hall. It's very narrow, about 40 feet wide, and it's easily 80 feet long.
This doesn't sound like a very great hall.
You know, why don't you blow it out your ass? And there you see a bunch of cultists sitting at long tables.
Wow.
And you can clearly see this area look like it was a mess hall.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not eating food. They're making chests by hand.
Like treasure chests?
Treasure chests by hand. And you see 12 cultists working at it as they're putting, they're building the things, a lot of these chests. And you notice that there's 12 of them building chests and setting everything up and putting treasure in them. Each of these chests from these larger shipments that were brought in by the lizardmen.
Mm-hmm.
But you do also notice 4 dragon claws, which are those elite cultists, kind of murmuring about, like, with their weapons drawn you can hear them arguing about something. You probably know what they're arguing about.
We started so much shit in the other. We need to start more shit in the other.
And they're like, har, 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 har. You can't really make out what they're arguing about. As one of the cultists looks up to sees you, but he doesn't respond right away. He's just kind of like looks at you and then goes back to his crafting.
Wow, they're really busy here. They don't have time for anything.
You see lots of treasure.
They don't have time to even fucking revolt or deal with a revolt.
Just
What's wrong with them?
piles of gold,
They're completely
piles of
they're
semi-precious
completely
stones.
I
engorged
kind of
on-
want to throw a rock at them and be like, hey, fuckface, do you respond to anything? But, you know.
This is clearly a pretty good-sized hoard of treasure and trinkets and stuff. Bax's nipples should be officially hard by this.
Let's just back out and not worry about it.
We should backs out.
We should
Backs
backs
out?
We should backs out.
Backs out.
Is that what you're gonna do?
You want to go interrogate them?
Well, if they're not like instantly hostile, I mean, we'll get to them eventually.
They
I
make
suppose.
chests for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So what do
They
you
have
want
a
to do?
few elites though,
Yeah, but like the
but we're not gonna deal with that yet.
elites are the.
So from that room, there's a room south of there. There's also a door north of there, and there's also a door on the northeast wall.
Northeast.
So, oh, okay. So I'm sorry. It's a long hallway going north on your map, not going east or west. Sorry, I should have clarified that.
Oh no.
Yeah, it goes like that. Perfect. And there's a door on the east wall, northeast wall.
Up here?
Yep. And there's a door on the north wall. And then there's a little door on the south wall.
Little door?
Little.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely where the safe is.
That's for the Gnomish people to go through.
Please.
Yeah.
All right. So where you guys want to go from there? Are you gonna back out the way you came, or?
Wow. Well, we should let's go to another door.
Back out or one of these doors?
Go like
I'd rather go.
we should go like congruent to these places so that like we know what each of the rooms are gonna slowly
Okay.
like, lead into.
Let's back out and like try this door.
Okay. So you open it up into what looks like a small kind of storage room full
Okay.
of food, various different types of food and ingredients. Food.
And does that door connect with
No, it
the
doesn't.
treasure hole door?
No.
See? It's like the trail on House of Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have that too.
Yeah.
I know, it's a good game.
Tell that to Gene. Got stuck in a room
Yeah,
and like
one
immediately
bad
dismissed the
experience.
entire game. One
Yeah.
bad experience. The entire game is awful.
Oh yeah, well he didn't have the purge happen on, so fuck that.
Yeah, there's a purge one. Yeah,
Yeah. Dumb bitch.
Okay. Small room with some
food,
It's like
random
John
food.
complaining about the Dark
Junk
Souls
food.
tutorial.
Alright.
junk food. Sure.
Enough to replenish one of my rations?
Yeah, you could take a ration's worth of bread out of there. There's nobody watching.
Alright.
Yeah, a whole
I take the
day's worth
slimiest
of
piece
bread.
of meat and jerk off with it.
You find like a summer sausage hanging.
I get like a
from
little
somewhere.
piece of bacon and be like,
Is there like anything that's like salted or cured or smoked?
Yeah, there's some
anything?
salted pork.
Yeah, gonna get that
Salted
dessert stuff.
pork.
Yeah. Another
Grilth has been
ration.
really quiet.
really quiet.
Yeah.
Hi, Grilth.
Growth has been so quiet, we wonder if he's been masturbating in a corner the entire time without us.
He's probably like enjoying watching all of this go down.
Yeah.
Grilth? Oh, did Meeps fall asleep?
No.
Oh, okay. No. Aw. Okay, anyway.
We wanted you asleep so we could talk about you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on. It's like Grilth will just rip your asshole open and find out what you said about him.
I know.
The other.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're back in the big hallway. Where are you going now?
I guess this
The next door?
next closest door.
Okay, so you open that up into. Is it here? Yes. You open into a kitchen, and you notice that there's a dwarf in there cooking food of all kinds. It doesn't smell great, but you know it is what it is. And you notice that two commoners are like shakily like assisting him because they clearly hear chaos going on in areas, and they're kind of concerned. The dwarf just doesn't give a shit. He's just fucking cooking.
I thought of something really fucked up. If we tell the commoners that that's where they live and point them out the chaos to die. If Bax is a dick bag.
What Grilth might.
Yeah. If only he could have the idea.
Any additional doors in the kitchen room?
No, there isn't.
Just leaving.
Okay, let's leave. Oh wait, yeah, there is a door to the south. I'm sorry. This map is really tiny.
I wonder if they have good benefits here. Who work here? Yeah.
So where do you want to go?
Pension, workers' comp.
Main room? Or through the kitchen and the extra door?
I'm not gonna bother with the kitchen.
Just ask them.
If you'll answer.
Looking through more doors.
That's what D&D's about.
Yeah, D&D is about rolling social checks so you don't have to do all the work.
There was...
Where are you guys going? Do you want to make a check? You can talk to the dwarf if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to the dwarf. Be
Go for it.
excuse me, sir. How do we get out of here?
You come back the way you came in, you dirty goat fucker.
Well, I didn't start calling you names.
But my eyes burn from looking at your hideousness because you exist.
Oh, well, it's actually the smell of the shit that I've been tracking in.
Oh, you're kidding, I see. So anyway, what's your point? You come back in the way you came. Stupid mercenary bastards.
We want to know if there's anything to avoid here, danger-wise. You know what I mean?
Well, we're surrounded by moronic frog people that like to poke things with their little pokers.
Right, no, I get that.
I mean, lizard men would tear you apart if you look at them funny.
I mean, anything lying in wait that we haven't gotten to yet.
Don't jump in the shitter.
See?
That's the best I can tell you.
Don't jump in the shit.
Don't
That's
jump in the
private.
shitter.
Try where a trash mound is.
I had 3 assistants. I only got 2.
Yeah.
Don't jump in the shitter.
Alright.
Now fuck off.
Jumps in the shitter.
Alright.
You do.
Slip and slide! Let's do that door over there anyway.
Over there, that's where them bloody cultists have their little shindig set up. Cock-stroking heathens.
Bloody shindig. That's the kind of shindig we're looking for.
Do you hate those dicklegs as much as we do?
They pay enough that I don't give a crap.
Alright. I understand. That all speaks for itself.
So where are you gonna go?
Bloody shindig?
Bloody shindig.
Bloody
So
shindig!
you're gonna go in that southern room?
Yeah.
Okay, so that southern room is kind of a square.
Okay.
And go ahead and go in it.
Alright.
And
Wait. I want to stealth in.
yeah, you can if you want.
Oh, yeah. It's a 22.
Are you all stealthing in, or
I will too, because I'm not.
is Grilth stealthing in?
Is Grilth sleepwalking again?
Grilth?
Where are you?
Meeps!
What are you doing over there? Meeplus.
Which one's the microphone she'll hear is from the loudest?
That one.
The silver one.
No, don't get close to it. It's
Don't
pretty
do it.
sensitive.
It's very sensitive.
Beeps.
I think Meeps fell asleep.
That's okay.
Let's just assume Meeps is
Mostly
sneaking,
fine.
or went to the bathroom.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay, so we're gonna assume that her sneaks is better than Bax's, or I think by 1 point.
She has a plus 11?
Or no, +7. Sorry,
I mean, it's pretty good though.
it is pretty good
Yeah.
for a barbarian.
Yeah, for a barbarian. Well, they need that high dex.
So okay, so you're sneaking.
Yeah.
Make your stealth checks.
22.
21.
16.
And somebody roll for Meeps.
You do it. I don't want to do it. 14 plus
14 plus
7. So
21.
Okay.
So 22 and like 3 21s or something.
okay, so you guys are sneaking, and
22,
you.
2 21s, and 16.
Okay, so you're sneaking fine. So you enter this room, and you notice in this room it's got some stained glass windows. It's actually rather clean. It's got like nice little candles lit up around it. You notice two doors to the east or to the west of where you are in this room, and you notice in the corner of the room there's this really, really well crafted shrine of a dragon with many heads. And you notice there's like it's made out of beautiful like stone. It's got gemstones on it. It's it's very beautiful looking. The area looks like there's like little offerings below it of treasure, of like rings and stuff below it and whatnot.
I roll to offering.
You want to roll
Yes.
to dig through the offerings?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
That's not very good. It's 10.
With your investigation,
Yeah.
you find nothing of value
Wait.
other than a couple of trinkets.
No.
What?
I was gonna use my
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
demon
Wow.
inspiration. Yeah.
Your
Really?
inspiration?
Yeah.
Really?
Here.
Okay.
Yep.
You turn it in.
Yes! Oh my god!
Amongst
Okay.
the
Okay, that worked.
yeah, that does work. Where is it? I have it out here somewhere.
Totally something that Dax would do. So.
It disappeared from me. Where did it go? Give me a second.
You're gonna get worms.
Mondo. Yeah.
You're gonna get worms.
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 Did I leave it in here? I must have left it in here.
Worms.
Do you want ants? Because this is how we get ants.
You notice that there's lots of gemstones and shiny objects all over the ground, but you've got lots of treasure already, so you don't really think much of it, right? Because they're like rings of like silver, and they're okay. They're not, they're worth something. But while you're digging, you find this.
Dagger of Venom.
Whoa. Which is, you gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls made with this magic weapon. You can use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. The creature must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. The dagger can't be used this way again until the next dawn.
Okay. So once a day I get to fuck up somebody's day, huh?
You get to give him the herpadirt.
Yeah.
Go ahead and write that down.
And it's a +1 weapon.
We'll put that card with his magic. That way he
okay.
always
Yeah.
has it. That's kind of the nice thing about the cards.
Yeah, it is.
That way he can just write down that he has it, and then he can look to see what it does when he needs to, when he wants to use it.
That's cool.
And it's an offhand weapon too.
Yeah.
So dripping with
Nice find.
monster herps.
You rolled an natural 20.